that is currently ongoing here at the appointment committee, where really not so much good scenes. The ninth parliament is starting on not so good scenes so far. A lot of policemen walking in, our policemen are walking in. A lot of policemen from the Parliamentary Protection Unit have now walked in, and they are trying to ensure that there is order and there is calm here ultimately for this process to happen. But this table has become the center of attraction, where MPs pulling and pushing with a lot of confrontation. This is chaos. Well, as you can see, this MP says they will not allow these tables to be, the tables are literally being pushed and pushed. But the NDC MPs trying to rearrange the tables, the MPP MPs are not allowing this to happen. And these are really terrible scenes, as we are seeing in Parliament, with honorable members right at each other's throats, fighting and pushing and pulling tables, saying that this vetting will not happen, that the pushing and pulling is ongoing. This is chaos. This is chaos right here in Parliament. These are reminiscent of some of the scenes we saw when the Speaker of Parliament was elected in the 8th Parliament. But this time around, this is happening at the Appointment Committee of Parliament. A small group of people trying to have some agreement in terms of what exactly they have to do. And there's absolutely no agreement. This is chaotic. This is chaos. The MPs at each other's throat, they say that this will not happen. The vetting process, they will not allow this to happen, and there's a push and pull. The police have been beefed up. There's a lot of policemen now in the building where they're trying to sort out the situation and calm things, but it's chaotic. It's really chaotic with all the things that are happening here. Well, it's chaos. The table have been turned. It's chaos, it's chaos, it's chaos, it's chaos. The table have turned. More microphones are falling to the ground and things are being destroyed. The table has broken. The table has been broken with all that we are seeing here. It is obvious that this vetting may not happen. It is obvious that this vetting may not happen with all that is happening, with public property being destroyed and all that is being happening. There's a certain understanding that perhaps this will have to be resolved in another way, and it is clear that this vetting cannot happen with what we are seeing currently here in Parliament. It's chaos, it's chaos, it's chaos. This is chaos. This is chaos. I'm not sure that this is what a lot of members of Parliament envision or envisage, that coming here today, this is what is going to happen, with tables being broken, with a lot of issues still unresolved as members of Parliament try to resolve this situation. There's a lot of policemen now in the middle of this. The leadership are trying to talk about this and how some conclusion in terms of what exactly should happen. But the MPs are bent with their insistence that this is not a vetting that they are going to allow to happen. Tables getting broken, microphones are getting destroyed. This is chaos, and this is really much more unprecedented. This is not even like we saw during the election of the Speaker, because it was a much bigger space and the conflict was resolved quite in a much more better way. But this is literally MPs at each other's throats. This is literally MPs fighting and saying that their respective positions that they've taken, that this vetting will not happen, will not happen. And if they cannot agree, then they are going to use violence, they are going to use confrontation to try and resolve this. And ultimately, will they get their way or will they not? It's something that we are still out here trying to see what will happen with leadership on both sides, trying to engage in the middle of this. But one would say that Parliament itself would agree that this does not reflect well on the institution of Parliament. This is a matter that could have been, discussed as caucuses and some agreement reached. But if MPs had to go at each other's throats tables are broken. Where I stand, I see a table that is completely broken. 2 tables, the legs of the tables are completely damaged, completely destroyed. There's absolutely no way this vaccine can be used. You can see Collins out there in the middle of this, trying to resolve this and get all of this to conclude. Things have calmed up a bit, but we will get to see what happens with this.